Now, this gentleman has a very interesting story. He's quite daring. He went to Japan at a very young age, and he speaks pure Japanese. He ventured into business eventually, and he exports cars from Japan to Kenya. We've featured him on Daring Abroad before, and he's back on the show. This time round, not in Tokyo, Japan, but in Kenya. So I met him here at Clyde Motors.
Your word is your currency.
Clyde Motors is one of James Kanyingi's partners, and James happens to be the top supplier of vehicles from Japan to Clyde Motors. So stand by for his story.
Hiyo ya kwanza unaona?
Hiyo ya kwanza, verify vehicle mileage. Also on the show, Clyde Motors will be educating us on how to check on genuine mileage in cars from Japan. But first, my one-on-one interview with James in Chams studio. Karibu sana James.
Asante sana. Yeah.
Ulikuja Christmas, New Year, holiday?
No, I came for the New Year, after New Year.
Oh yeah, you just arrived after New Year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I arrived here on the 7th.
Yes. You missed it. You should have been here during the real holiday.
New Year. I had some work to do, and since I was going to be out of Japan most of the time for January, so I had to complete some work. So that when I'm out, they don't have the inconveniences. Yeah.
Yeah. So you are what, a car dealer? You export cars, but we call you a car dealer.
Yes, I'm a car dealer plus other things. Like I can export anything basically coming from Japan, and I can also liaise between companies. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, your story is still trending.
Yeah.
And one of the things many people have wanted to know after we published the stories, what are the advantages of importing a car from Japan to Kenya and not buying it here? What are the advantages?
The advantages is the information you get from Japan is direct. There is no manipulation of data. There is no manipulation of mileage. The condition is as is. You can always select in Japan from the variety, from the market.
Okay.
And so you know the mileage, you know the condition, you know the history, and then you can select based on that. If I own a car here, I want to get rid of it, by all means. So I'll put what is attractive to the buyer. So it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm selling a good car. Yeah.
So chances of getting a good car from Japan are higher?
They are higher. Plus also cost-wise, if you consider many factors, it might seem a bit expensive when you're importing, but the quality of the vehicle and everything, once it comes in, you have paid duty, it's way cheaper than what you might buy here.
Yeah, but there are some who cited the risks like high unpredictable prices. Is that the case? You can run into challenges of you didn't know now the price may be due to certain policies that have changed.
No, policies barely change that much. Only with recently with the KRA, the duty has been going up and down. But it's not something that happens more or quite often. And if you look at the trend of cars even here, the prices keep going down and going up. Yeah.
Okay. The other thing that came out is long shipping, wait times. There are those who say, why, I'll wait, and that could take how many? 8 weeks?
Well, if you want good things, you have to have some patience. Yeah, Japan is a little bit far from Kenya, and when things are moving really fast, I can do like 1.5 months.
Is it predictable?
It's predictable, yes.
Can you comfortably tell a client 6 weeks, 8 weeks?
I always give 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
But sometimes, like your car, it arrived much earlier. So, that's the case.
He has revealed something. He said, like your car. James has assisted us to get a vehicle from Japan. I'll be telling you about the journey of that vehicle on Daring Abroad soon, because we went, we picked it, we touched it in Tokyo, right in the city center, and the journey began. It's now at the port of Mombasa. about to begin its journey to Nairobi. So you'll be seeing that soon on Daring Abroad. Thank you, James.
You're welcome.
The others who say there could be hidden damages, maybe because of accidents. You get the vehicle now and you find there were some damages.
For me, friendship comes first before business. Relationship is everything, is my capital. So why would I sell you something that is faulty, knowing that it would damage my relationship with you? I'm not interested in selling you only. I'm more interested in your networks. So the services that I provide for you becomes a guarantee or is what markets to other people. Yeah. So if a vehicle has accident, I'll let you know.
Tampered mileage, is there a possibility?
There is a
mileage
possibility,
could be,
yes. But if it has been tampered, the system we have in Japan actually can retrace what was the mileage previously. Before because we have local inspection. It's only in Japan. For Australia, you can't verify. For Singapore, you can't verify. For Dubai, you cannot verify. Maybe UK also, you can't verify. But in Japan, they have what we call the Shaken system. It's a registration system whereby you have to take your car every 2 years.
So James, you've mentioned something. For you, you value integrity.
Yes.
You want your clients to keep coming. You want referrals. So you'll do the right thing.
Yes.
But you know, when we featured you, then there are those who are saying in the past they've run into challenges, fraud, you know, they don't know they're dealing with the people they've never met, and they run into challenges. The vehicle didn't arrive, or it was not what they expected. Are there such cases that you find people are not honest, and it's Japan, or it's people, all people are like you?
No, everybody is different. Everybody values different things. For me, I deal as me.
Yeah, deal as you.
If there is an issue, there's always ways I try to resolve it. Sometimes in business, you win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day.
Yeah.
So if there was such a case where I was involved and there was a miscommunication of somehow, I try to reach out and I'm like, how do we resolve this? But I avoid it by all means by providing information prior to proceeding with the transaction. Yeah.
So trust is key.
Trust is key, yes.
And you do the right thing, you said you'll get referrals.
Yes.
Not just Japan, I'm just talking generally, because people import cars from Europe, from, you know, even Canada.
Yeah, I'm doing
Australia.
Caribbean,
Yeah,
I've done Canadian market, I've done US market, I've done New Zealand, Australia, UK. I've even sent to Germany and France, and sometimes I'm sending to countries that are not so common importers. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So how does one really avoid risks and avoid landing into the wrong dealer?
Well, the embassy is there. I am an open book. If you went to the embassy and asked for my credentials, you can get it there.
Do your due diligence.
Yeah,
That's
do your
what
due
you're telling
diligence.
people.
Yeah, the embassy is always there to help people. I know a lot of people are skeptical going through any government channels or whatever, but the embassy, I know in Japan, they are always open and ready to assist any inquiries.
Yeah, good point there.
Yes.
What are the requirements? I want to import a car from Japan, so I have no idea. I just found a dealer. So where do I begin?
Okay, I have 2 recommendations. If you don't have much confidence, I also have local networks that I can refer you to. They can provide all the information you need. If you have confidence, then you come to me, we agree before I commit myself. Because if you ask me, okay, find for me a car, these are the specs I need. I can find you the vehicle, but I'm not going to bid for that vehicle without commitment. Because from experience, I've had people ask for me for the vehicles and then they disappear. Or they come and say, oh, I don't have enough money, or I have changed of plans.
So it can be risky for you.
Yeah, it's a risk because in Japan, your word is your capital. Yeah. If I buy a vehicle, I'm paying that car within 3 days, 3 working days. And sometimes it's a lot of money. So you can imagine if somebody doesn't pay that vehicle, your money is stuck there.
Yeah.
And now you have to look for another client. Yeah.
So they should pay first.
I prefer they make a deposit.
Deposit.
Yeah, depending on the type of vehicle they're buying. It's always refundable, 100%. If you decide, okay, I'm not going to buy the vehicle. Sometimes I'm like, okay, because I have local people I've worked with integrity companies. You can deposit that deposit here in the local company. If you decide to go through that way, they will just give me a confirmation, and then we select the vehicle.
Then the taxes, we've been informed that there's excise duty,
Yes.
there's import duty, there is railway
Levy, yes.
There is import declaration.
Yes.
Educate us a little more on this.
Well, for the most part, to make things easier for people, we talk about 65%. Like they have CRSP, where it's decided based on a particular vehicle. So that CRSP, the 65% for like 2019, that's the depreciation. So they will give you a flat figure. If you want to get more into details, now this is where the clearing agent tells you, okay, this amount is going to levy, this amount is going to excise duty, this amount is going to VAT. So for people who want, detailed information, they can always get that. But for people who are like, okay, just give me a whole figure, and so the clearing agent will be like, okay.
Import duty, I'm told, is 25%. VAT, of course, is 16%.
Yes.
So are you saying the total taxes amounts to 65% of the price of the vehicle?
Yes, the CRSP.
What is CRSP for laymen like me?
CRSP is actually, we are not the ones who decide. It's the price of the valuation of the brand new car. If they say, okay, the brand new car price is like 3 million, so they would take the depreciation of the 3 million of 65%. So you're paying 35%.
And the closer the year of manufacture, the higher the taxes.
The higher the taxes, yes.
2023 vehicle, 2024, the taxes are higher than for 2019.
2019, yes. But also, like I mentioned at the time you interviewed me, sometimes you might buy a 2020 car cheaper than a 2019. So if you compare the duty of course would be higher. But if the price, the overall cost is coming to the same or almost the same, then I'll recommend to buy a newer vehicle, and then yes.
Yeah, but why do we always say the vehicles imported, used vehicles, second-hand vehicles? We don't get from the shop. Alex has imported a brand new vehicle from Japan.
Okay, when it comes to that, the vehicles in Japan are not meant for export. They are meant for the domestic market. So the transfer of ownership from the from the manufacturer to the user, the first user, that makes the car used. Whether he has driven it or not, that's a used car.
Duty-free vehicles, and this applies to expatriates, diplomats, and returning residents.
Yes.
So you do that also?
Yes, I do that also. Yeah.
What are the requirements?
Okay, as a diplomat, you have the diplomatic duty-free facility. You can also return as a resident. But returning as a resident, basically I ask more information and they say, your lifestyle back there is what they look at. Did you own this type of vehicle? Then you can bring the same type of a vehicle within the age restrictions or requirements of the Kenyan regulations.
James, I was inquiring more about the ownership.
Yes.
Before you access duty-free imported. So if say I'm about to leave UK or US, I'm leaving in February, this coming February, and I buy a vehicle a week to my departure, do I still qualify?
Yes. Upon return, you have 90 days for that vehicle to arrive to Kenya. Also, you can extend that period to 1 year.
To 1 year.
Yes. But you have to do the application within the 90 days if there is some delay.
Okay. So how long have you been doing this work?
Since 2008.
Wow.
Beginning. Yeah.
Many years of this. Quite many.
Yes. Those are like, we're in 2016. So it's 18 years.
18 years.
Yes.
You have the experience.
Yes.
Do you have an idea how many vehicles or how many people you've helped to bring vehicles? How many vehicles have passed through your hands to come to Kenya?
Thousands, hundreds of thousands. And I have a lot of people who have sold cars to, either directly or indirectly. Yes.
Some are individuals. I believe you deal with corporates as well. Maybe
Yes,
there's a company
yes.
that needs 10 vehicles, 20, 30.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've done that.
You've done that.
Yes.
Yeah, and finally, so how do people reach you? How do potential clients get you?
For the most part, I've been operating through networking of people where people, once you meet somebody, you know somebody, there is much, it's easier to establish trust. And for my case, most people come to Japan. I don't come looking for them. And then they will be like, okay, who is available? Who can, just like you came to visit and somebody told me, hey, meet James.
Yeah, of course,
So-
we've not talked about your company.
Yeah.
We just really emphasized the prominent car dealer
Yes.
in Japan. But what's the name of your company and the website? Maybe that's where people could also reach you.
The company name is TNI. And the website we're using mostly is in Japanese. But like I say, cars don't come from there.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm dealing directly from the auction. And we used to provide direct access to the auctions, but it was creating some conflict. The conflict was, if I took you to the auction, you see the vehicle goes for 3 million. As a buyer from the auction, I'm paying for the same car for 3.3 million. Okay. If you tell a person, why do you pay 3.3 million, and yet the car was sold for 3 million. And people are like, this information is not supposed to get outside of. And this is why they were being strict even with the cameras and everything else, because there is private information and all that. So for us, I make it easier for the client to have this information because I can download it, I can explain what it means and all that. Then from there they can be able to make a decision. So most of the cars you find on these car advertisement sites, they don't actually exist. Yeah, and this is how people get conned. You see a vehicle, you're interested because you think you're just walking into a yard. You saw how Tokyo crowded it is, and the places with a lot of parked vehicles, this is either an export yard or an auction yard. But it's not somebody's just waiting for a buyer to come and buy those cars, since that would require a lot of capital to begin with. You would tie down a lot of money, and also it would also increase a lot of costs of doing the business. Plus, if you have a car stored there for 6 months, for instance, if it's a slow-moving vehicle, it might develop some mechanical problem. So you want to get vehicles and move them as fast as you can.
As fast as you can.
Yes.
And by the way, if you watched James' story, he speaks Japanese. And what took him to Japan is studies. Ulienda kusoma, is it?
Yes,
Mwaka gani?
2003 beginning.
That's when you landed in Japan.
Yes.
Kusoma nini, kusomea nini?
Nilikuwa nasomea, it was international business plus international relations.
What, masters, undergraduate?
No, nilianzia from undergraduate.
From undergraduate.
Because it was straight from high school, so I was just a young boy.
Straight from high school, that was daring.
I was just a young boy. Yeah, it was a scholarship. I was actually dictating whether to study medicine or engineering. But then there was this thing about Japan. It was a new university. It was a branch of the new university because the university already existed. And they had some English courses, plus there was a requirement you study Japanese.
Japanese language.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, let me take a risk. And
you are a young man, 18, 19?
no, I was 21.
21?
Yes.
You had a relative, you're just landing in some...
No, I just landed in a no man's land. Yeah, the people I met, the Kenyans I met, they had never, I didn't really know them. But they were very kind, they were very welcoming, and they were very motivating, they were very inspiring. Yes.
Now, did you ever work, employed, ama ulienda tu kwa biashara, kuuza magari straight?
No, I worked as a teacher for 1 year, and that was after graduating. And I was wondering, I was thinking what I really wanted to do. Plus, I was thinking, how do I make money?
Okay.
And yeah, the way of employment is not always the way to make money. So I thought it took a little bit of time, and then I met this Uzbek Russian guy. I actually brought him to Kenya. So he taught me a couple of things to do with business. Because what you study in the university and what you do in real life are very different things.
How many years in Japan, we said?
24.
24 years in Japan. What has Japan, living abroad, taught you?
One, your word is your currency.
Your
integrity.
word is your currency.
So it enhances what is inside of you. If you don't have any integrity here, even if you go there, it's not going to automatically come out of you.
There to stay in Japan, or
Yes.
you're planning to relocate back home?
Well, home is where I am. It's always shifting. But I mean, there are Kenyans there. I come here, you're here, I'm home. You come there.
So you are living in two worlds.
I'm living in many worlds. She's my wife is from Germany. Sometimes I'm there. So I try to, since I joined from high school, so I have experience of both cultures. So I cannot say I'm a stranger to Japanese culture or I'm a stranger to the Kenyan culture. Yeah.
With James we can talk and talk and talk, but let's leave it there for now. We've really been educated on how to import cars from Japan, let me say vehicles and machinery and so on. Great, I believe you've enjoyed that interview and great insights from James Kanyingi about importing cars from Japan. And remember, he's been our guest on Daring Abroad before, so we are glad to host him in our studio. And before we wind up the show, as I indicated to you, we want to be educated about knowing the correct mileage. So umepata gari kutoka majuu imefika, and just remind you again, Clyde Motors imports cars from Japan through Kanyingi. That's why I'm here. So there is that connection. Kanyingi in Japan, na back home, utakuja wapi? Clyde Motors. And this is Mugwe Kariuki, operations manager. He had promised to educate us about reading mileage.
It is very simple. Hizi gari zimetoka Japan, they go through inspection. The first thing you notice is at the windscreen, you see a letter QISJ.
QISJ.
That means it has been inspected by that company. It is very easy. QISJ are online. You just go to their website, look for the car chassis number, input the chassis number, and search.
So you put in their website?
Yes, you just go Google QISJ.
Itakuuliza chassis number.
The first website to click, itakuuliza to chassis number.
Unaweka chassis number.
And
then
unafanya search, inakupea mileage. Ile iko kwa simu, unawasha gari, una compare. If it is the genuine one, unaiona hapo. Yes.
19 March 2025, year of first registration, June 2018.
Yes.
Mileage at time of inspection, 135,844.
And as you can see from the dashboard, 135,975. So that car has only added 100 kilometers, which was being used around the showroom.
So the movement around the showroom?
Yes, around the showroom. The car is very new. It has not been used. It is not even registered. Yes.
It wasn't brought on road from Mombasa?
No. It was carried.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Clyde Motors does not use the cars on the road. We mostly carry our cars just to leave that genuine mileage feel of the car, so that somebody doesn't feel like we have duped them.